expected. The white bishop has found this really nice square on the edge. Ivanka highlighted there wasn't really much of a future for that white bishop anywhere else. That white bishop is acting as a blockader of black's pawns, but also hinting at the threat, or at least concept, of trading itself off for one of the black knights. And that black knight says no. Magnus wants to keep all his knights on the board. He doesn't want the bishops to trade off. Evaluation bar shooting up, though, for white. Does that mean there's something direct in this position? I don't see it, to be honest. It still looks like Magnus is doing some great manoeuvring with his pieces. And just to show Magnus's idea, it looked like he's doing some really weird dancing with his knights. But
can you go bishop g5? Is the only move I'm thinking of here?
Can I just finish? Sorry. The black knight wants to relocate into this outpost. If he gets this, black is dominant. So Simon, there, your move, the bishop jumping in. Yeah, attacking this pawn. Maybe Magnus can defend it with his king. Is this too brave? King's marching up the board. We've seen it today already.
So do you disagree with the bar?
I think humans wouldn't have no idea the evaluation of this position, and it's just very double-edged chances for both sides.
Wow.
So maybe the black king could protect this pawn. Instead, this bishop putting pressure on the black knight in the centre.
Yeah, that was my initial reaction as well. You know, once you've improved the dark square bishop, maybe threaten or keep it in your pocket a potential bishop for knight trade. And, you know, I think the position is so tense, though. I mean, you can wait a while before committing to something. And, yeah, every move seems to have consequences. And, well, there's one direct consequence already.
Talking of the consequence, yeah, the knight attacks the rook now, deep in the white camp. And
can you just go for...
I mean, can you play the bishop in now?
Yes.
I mean, if, you know, why not? If you can win the h-pawn, then you might win the game. So, we do have some moves, and it is one of the options by the looks of it, but other moves are also strong. It seems like, you know, I don't know, it seems like now black's kingside advance, which I thought was very clever, it could backfire a little bit too extended here. But
yeah, these pawns are definitely weaknesses, and we see the Stockfish moves. The top computer move is bring the rook back, but that was less aggressive than Ding's move. He brings his bishop in, and I don't know what Magnus is doing there, or whether he's calculated or bluffing. He's just taking the white rook, but maybe that white rook is irrelevant. Maybe the white queen is just coming in now. OK, Ding goes back to capture this black knight, but how are you going to stop the white queen taking this pawn? Maybe you don't.
This looks horrible now for Magnus. I mean,
really?
it's like dominoes,
really
all of
bad.
the black pawns are falling.
Yeah.
Wow, and if he loses this game, he's not going to make it to the final. That will be Ding Liren, and both now down to 2 minutes on the clock. Wow.
Yeah, and it would be the first final that Magnus hasn't played in a regular event. He's been absolutely superb in previous tournaments. But here, yeah, I agree with David and Simon. It just looks like, well, his position is a bit of a pack of cards, and once the h5 pawn falls, everything is going to start tumbling.
Yeah, so black might actually be up temporarily on material, but as soon as the black pawns drop, it's not just material that's falling, it's the black king. There's nowhere safe for it to hide. If you could pick up the black king and do what Ding did and kind of put it in the left corner of the board, maybe you're safe, maybe you're doing quite well, but the black king is miles away from safety.
Yeah, you need a helicopter king.
Simon, this is the perfect position for you as white. Attack for free, basically.
Just looks very nice. I mean, it was all... I mean, this is the danger that Magnus was under, that at some point Ding would just break through. And he's got the two bishops. They're both working fantastic. It's also black's knight, right? If you could helicopter, I think Ivanka just called it, I like that, pick the black knight up and put it back into the middle of the board, then maybe that's OK. But if you ever move the knight, white can always capture it. Might be other options, but capturing it looks just very simple. And the white queen is just going to invade. There's no way to stop that queen coming into the position and causing havoc around black's naked king there. So it looks really bad for Magnus here. I mean, and he's also only got under 25 seconds.
Oh,
so this is really worrying for Magnus fans.
OK, he does actually play the move you predicted there. And OK, we actually predicted the exact position. But yeah, how do you stop this check? He stops it with his rook, but now the white queen can slide across, either to this square with a check, or even better, into the centre. Queens in heavy piece endgames, queens in the middle of the board. they're just deadly. And okay, the Black King trying its best to take away squares from the White Queen. The Queen can't use this square anymore, but look at this. Ding is just opening the position up. If there's a trade here, then the White Rook can just move, and this bishop is going to find a great diagonal as well. It's just almost game over. Everything opening up against the Black King.
Ding is so good in these positions as well, isn't he?
So good.
He's so good with the initiative, so good at attacking, and he's just got a natural flair for this type of structure, type of position.
Yeah. We should mention Magnus's camera is frozen. I don't think he is this chill in real life.
Unless he already knows he's losing this game and he's just given up. But yeah, I think if we saw Magnus now, he would be shaking his head. He would be devastated. He's just been outplayed.
Really well played by Ding. I mean, throughout the match, all credit to him. This is why he's world number 2 and outplaying Magnus. How many people can actually do that? There's not many. Good sign for the candidates.
I think apart from the opening of Game 3, which was a bit dodgy for Ding, the rest of the time he's been the better player today. And I don't think Magnus can argue at all if Ding goes through.
2.5 minutes for Ding to find a solution.
The problem for Ding is there's too many options. There's too many good moves here. White's rook can move to any square. I think, OK, he can also just capture this pawn back with his bishop. I was a bit unsure about this one. It just feels like the bishop is clumsily placed temporarily.
Because that has been a problem in other games we've seen on the tour. Too many options.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But Ding does have a couple of minutes more than Magnus. And now, OK, this check. Where's the Black King hiding? OK, it's running away.
It's trying to run to the corner, but it's got a long way to go. And he's opening the position up more. I mean, this is a very harmonious way to play, isn't it? Just while your opponent's king is there, your king is safe, open up as many lines as you can. You've got 3 pieces attacking, 3 pieces is the magic number. Normally, 2 pieces not often enough, but 3 pieces is nearly always enough. The king is trying to get there. It's just got, I don't know.
I mean, it's only halfway to the corner. It's still stuck in the centre of the board, the Black King. And
Yeah.
okay, one of the Black Rooks was pinned by the White Queen. Brute force now just opened things up even more.
Yeah.
I love what Ding has done. I love the way he's opened everything up and the diagonals, and just look at how he's forced Magnus's 2 rooks on the defensive, and he's just got free reign with his 3 pieces, as Simon highlighted. It's so bad. I mean, I just don't see any hope for Magnus to think about saving this.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even material up on the board anymore. White has a bishop and 2 pawns for one of Black's rooks, but the Black rooks are just immobilised right now. White's bishop dominant. It's just the consistency. As soon as Ding gave up some material, opened things up, he pushed 1 pawn, pushed another pawn, broke through to the Black King, and this rook is getting ready to deliver the final blow to the Black King.
That's a killer, isn't it?
That's a killer.
That's a killer, moving the rook there. And it's very accurate, because if you'd have taken the pawn first, you give the Black King another escape square. But this way, the Black King has nowhere it can run to. And it's just trapped in the middle there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could try castling the king and queen. That'd be the last-ditch attempt. But you can't even do that online, can you? I mean, it's...
The queen can't make a move, and the Black King can't really escape, like you guys pointed out.
It's over.
What to play?
We'll see a result any moment, just to show why the Black King can't run away, as Simon says. The Black King is only 2 squares away from reaching the corner, but the problem is diagonal checks. This check from the queen forces the Black King back into the firing line, and this is a discovered check and ending the game. Magnus, last-ditch attempt. Instead of trying to run in this direction, he moves his queen up the board, but you can do anything here. You can even just get greedy, grab a couple of pawns, discovered check. Yes, the king gets to the corner, another check, but you've won so many pawns in the process. Maybe there's something even better. OK, he allows the Black King to run.
This is nice move, and the rook can come in as well. So it's just, I mean, well played Ding, though. He's been fantastic, and he is a deserved winner.
All he needs to do now is keep the White Queen safe. You can even just capture the Black Queen, but if you keep the White Queen safe, winner is the right word, Simon. OK, he does it even better job. Brings his queen to the 7th rank, conquering the 7th rank.
And I've noticed when he's confident, he always has a sip of this massive bottle of water, so...
We have a result.